Actually, I did. Anybody remember a gadget called Pathlock? Pathlock was a gadget that went between your router and your computer. And every time you hit the button, it gave you exactly 1 hour of internet. So the object was that when you walked away from your computer and weren't there gave you a little 5-minute warning saying, your internet's going to be shut off in 5 minutes. If you want to continue, hit the button again. If a man's goal is to fail, and he does, can you call him successful? Wow, these are brain-hurting things, Bill. As far as I know, yeah. There's your answer. Eric Duckman says, as far as I know, yes. 3, I'm in a 300 block on West 82nd. Are you coming? The meetup is coming rapidly. 2 weeks from tomorrow, Sunday the 29th. And if you're a fan of the GizFiz show, we record the GizFiz show Tuesday this week. There's 2 press events, one Wednesday night and one Thursday night. So we pushed it back to Tuesday. And I don't know if Chad's done, but Chad was doing another one of his 24-hour live events on Twitch. The After Dark GizFiz show. The video looks sharper now. Ooh, I think the lighting helped it. Oh, we're gonna
not yet.
Live stream some of it. Oh, I hear Jeff's voice.
You didn't need to do anything in his office, right?
No.
Okay.
So, Dick, we're having a hard time getting the TriCaster switched over, so continue to entertain the folks.
Okay, very good. Giz Fiz in the dark. Commercial rent space in New York City, yes, is extreme. I heard when I was talking to Leo, parking a car indoors in inside garage a block from here is, I'm trying to figure it out. Well, someone can figure it out. I believe it is $780 plus 18.75% tax. That's for the car. And the number of empty stores is astronomical on Broadway. Someone did a count, and between 72nd Street and 96th Street, there's something like 41 empty stores. So Broadway is becoming like a ghost zone all the way up here. Now, on a website called Westside Rag, someone put in an explanation, which does make sense, is that in the early days, stores sometimes had 10 and up to a 20-year lease. So when the lease is up, it is indeed impossible that the rent can double or get close to tripling. But then it becomes impossible for have something that's the markup is 90% that they can possibly stay in their place. Now, one store here did a very clever thing. I don't know why all lands don't do that. Yeah, it's a store called Leighton's, and they sell towels and bath mats and things like that. And instead of closing the store, they are letting Leighton's continue to rent at the old rate, but they must get out as soon as they rent the space, they have to get out within 4 weeks. And I think that makes perfect sense because Leighton has been open almost another year now. And so rather than have it empty, I think the landlord would rather make some money. And there is a way in New York City. If you own multiple stores, you can start to deduct lack of rent as a business expense. So that probably doesn't help things.
Okay, Dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, anybody who is still awake, it's time for...
It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Whiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Whiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Welcome to GizFiz PM. The show where you will be flushed with excitement. Okay, anybody ever remember what Chat Room Celebrity of the Week is? Probably not. Anybody want to be Chat Room Celebrity of the Week? All right, if not, I have a couple of videos. I don't have a Yearn to Learn this week, but I have a couple of fun. Oh, time for Jeff? No. Jeff isn't ready to be Chat Room Celebrity of the Week, right?
We have a standing rule that engineers can't be Chat Room Celebrity of the Week.
Okay, engineers cannot be. That's why Alex had to leave.
And I'm out of here too soon.
You're not ever going to leave.
Well, with Alex gone, I can't leave now because I'm the only one who knows how all this stuff works.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You finally killed off everybody who could take your job.
Yeah.
And now you're a permanent fixture.
Appears to be.
Actually, congratulations. Okay, we're going to do our photos. Oh, did you get my email about the two photos from last week?
I did.
Okay. All right, so George Davis picks our photos every week, and last week we had two astounding photos about airplanes. And before we show them again, during the week, George emailed me, which I will read. Dick, my brother in Australia took the two photos of the helicopter and the jumbo jet, each landing on each other. It looks like that in the photo. The Qantas 747 was coming in on its last flight. The plane was going to be retired at the end of the day. The two photos were taken 40 seconds apart from each other. When the 747 landed, they had water hoses spraying the plane as a greeting. My brother was just in the right spot to get both of those photos. 5 feet either way would have made a difference. They're shots of a lifetime. By George. Yeah, by George. He said by comma George. But by George, they're amazing photos, especially since we indirectly know the photographer. And if you missed last week's show, these are the photos. Okay. So I guess, did he say photographer helicopter? I guess they want to get some great shots of this 747 coming in because it's its final flight before going into retirement. So this is photo 1. And then photo 2 is this one. This one right here. And it's very funny. When I first saw it, I thought, did they crash? And these are fire engines shooting water on the airplane to put out a possible fire. But now we know it was sort of a celebration of the fire. Yes?
I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm closing my mic. I'm talking to Jeff.
Okay. It's a celebration of the final landing of that plane. Although, who knows, with the 737 MAX, I was reading that airlines are unretiring some older aircraft because the MAX, it seems the earliest it's going to be is toward the end of the year, but someone said realistically probably early next year is more realistic time frame. So, boy, Boeing really put a burden on airlines. You wouldn't fly a 740. How do you know, Eric Duckman? And every time I read something about the 730, I think, boy, I'm glad I didn't know any of that when I was on my 737 MAX. And I think I was on it, I think both ways to and from Vegas, I was on a 737 MAX. It was American Airlines, who has a bunch of them. Okay, so with that out of the way, we'll go to George's new photographs. And he says, photo number 1. Now, I'm not sure. He describes photo number 1 as a hard to describe new musical instrument. Okay. So it can be a musical instrument for you, or it can be anything you want. All right. So photo number 1, we need captions for this, and anything you like. I think you've outdone yourself, Maud, with the wallpaper. All right, that's mine. Oh, box ear canal. Looks like fractals. Need hubcaps. Inside Mozart's ears. So that's very funny. The making of the Skype ringtone and amoeba. Musical spheres. Who wants that pattern for their carpet? Heavenly realignment. Welcome to Manlidian. The Pope's bedroom ceiling. That's funny. Harpsichordion. 3D photo by a psycho. Spirograph on steroids. Spirograph on LSD. Musical keyboard without the keyboard. I got my eyes on you. Dr. Strangelove attempting to conduct an orchestra. Apple TV's new screensaver. Elaborate bone structure of a gutted salmon. I thought of it as a ceiling. Inside of a car's transmission. Music to my ears. Up the down staircase. Inside a fly's brain. And we can end with a future roller coaster, which I ain't riding. So George says, with the hard to describe musical instrument, my caption is, they guarantee you'll fall asleep in less than 2 minutes from when this thing starts playing. I never heard such peaceful music. I'm looking up, I see Hawks Post says Aquaman's bedspread. All right, photo number 2. Photo number 2 is, oh, wow. If you're listening only, we're in the mountains. We're on a lake. In the foreground is a rustic cabin. And in the background is a church. Okay. I would call this a godforsaken place. Other people would call it a restful place. So we need captions for that. The house on the right, HDR overdose. My ideal home. Burn it there on the right. You are lucky to live in a lake. The cabin in the middle. Nancy says, I want to go there. Fully saturated. Fly fishing heaven. Thanos is about to get his head cut off. Oh my, this is a beautiful place. Nice place for a casino. They tied the house in the middle to a lake. Jamabee's cabin. St. Helens Church. Mount. Timeless Gangsters Hideout. Wow. Cabin and Church Babes. Includes 14K modem. Noah's cabin. Places secluded, but the internet stinks. Idyllic scene before the volcano explodes. You're right. I missed that. It does look like a volcano in the background. Russian hackers can't get you. How do we get to the church with this flood? The clouds don't seem very happy. All right. George said, for the cabin in the high mountains on a lake, my caption is, I'm buying this place to retire. I'll be there from April to October each year. It's very peaceful. Okay. George has a plan, and it includes that cabin. Photo 3. Photo 3. You know, it's a model of, I guess, a mini classroom. All right. It's a model set on top of a little attaché case. And we have 2 benches with books and writing instruments. And at the center looks like where the teacher or professor would sit. And he has the quill and the globe and the candle and a giant blackboard behind. Okay, so there's a lot in this photograph. Hot wogs for mice, a 1-suitcase schoolhouse, take-home classroom. Where's the teacher's apple? Piglet warts, portable classroom, classroom in a suitcase, little schoolhouse on the attaché case, diorama, homeschooling in a box. Missing the Miss Crabtree action figure, sort of like that crummy one room I went to. Hogwarts classroom in Fantastic Beasts suitcase. Mice training, traveling schoolhouse, survival school. Oh, space saving school of tomorrow. Classroom for ants. Stuart Little's classroom. Linus Pauling may be one of the first to promote overdosing of C. I think that's a previous show. Newt Commander's next job. Oh, that's good. Johnny Monday said, a case study. All right, let's see. George said, the homeschool modeling kit in a luggage. In a luggage? I guess in a suitcase. My caption is, my dad made one of the rooms in our house to look like this, and mother homeschooled me there for 8 years. All right. Okay, photo 4 of 6. Somehow I think my camera is. Are you zoomed in on me? Because my camera just automatically zooming in on me. All right. Photo 4. You're not. Okay. All right. So if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I don't know what we're seeing. All right. It looks like people are fishing, but the dock, it's a steel dock, and they might be dredging nearby. Okay. We're at a steel dock. Somebody's fishing off the dock. But right under where they're fishing is a barge with a Caterpillar tractor on it, which might be dredging. And lots of luck. All right, so let's see what we have here. Catch of the day, dredging barge. Orange. Oh, the barge is orange. Orange, you glad we are fishing? You got something for your shirt, sis? What do you use for bait? I think we need a bigger barge. You caught that thing using a 20-pound test? Fishing for attention. My other fishing rod is a crane. Reel that bastard in. We need different bait. You stepped in poop. Dude, you caught my line. Boy, I got a big one. The crane gets more fish. You caught a crane on your boat? He must be strong as heck. Geez, Fred, what'd you use for bait? All right, George. So let's see how George described this. George said, for the girl taking a photo of a man fishing while there's a dredge working. Oh, that clears it up. Okay. My caption is, my uncle who owns this company is going to be upset because that man should be working. I'll show him these photos. All right, so I guess the guy fishing should be is a worker. Barge is too small. Throw it back. Okay, photo 5 of 6. Photo 5 is a brick wall, and there's an old gadget there that it looks like you would hook a chain to. Okay, you would push down on it, which would lift up the point, and you'd probably stick a chain ring under there and let it go, and it would hold it in place. And if you're a railroad fan, very early boxcars almost were held together with something like this. But this thing is mounted to a brick wall. Dredge and release. So that's the other one. Put your finger there. Trailer hitch on a castle. Handcuff getter outer. Paul, here's a Paul. Train didn't quite stop in time. Dick's next entry in the what the heck is it? Jed's clamp it. Ancient hangover. Ancient hangnail remover. Who forgot to remove the hitch from the building after the move 50 years ago? The original snap coupler. Old chain gang. First unsuccessful prototype made by Samuel Moore. So that's very good. Training my wall. Iron curtain rod. Morse code key. Fred Flintstone's water faucet. This vulture sculpture is a bit morbid. The guy who did the pointing was rubbish, like my new nutcracker. Last time I used this, the horses escaped. The horses escaped. 1 horsepower took the place down. All right. Well, we were all on the same page that it's some kind of a hook thingy. George said, for the unusual metal-shaped object sticking out of a brick wall, my caption is, we've heard from the chat room as to what they think this is. I, George, do not have the slightest idea. Okay. That's right. So he just has to find photos. He doesn't have to know what they are. And George ends with photo 6, which is this one. Oh, okay. It's a miniature house with a red roof that is repeated 1,000 times. All right. You would not want to live here because there is nothing but like 5 feet of space between hundreds of these little red houses, little white houses with red roofs. Okay. All right, I'll do a caption here. I think we built too many of these red roof inns near each other. That's my version. Monopoly houses, the house in the middle. I win Monopoly. All these condos looks the same. Which house is Jeff's? I just got to be me. I lost my keys to the White House with the red roof. The 3,000 houses in the middle. Little boxes. Valdosian again. Don't know. Little pink houses for you and me. The house in the middle is definitely protected. Your house can have any roof as long as it's red. 1% housing for 99%. Special delivery instructions for DoorDash. It's the house with the red roof. Poor Snoopy. Biggest outhouses I've ever seen. My house is the one on the left, down 2 blocks, then right, then 2 blocks, then take a left, then hang a left, and there I'm there on the right. Housing Authority. Cookie cutter development. Little boxes. I can't decide. There are too many choices. My house is the one with the red roof. Okay. And George said, for the hundreds of red-roofed small houses, my caption is, we're going to make a TV series of The House in the Middle, and this is how many extra ones we have to work with. While eating chocolate, your body is totally at peace with itself, George adds. I guess so get yourself some chocolate. Like I say most weeks, stay healthy and happy until we get together again. By George Davis. Thank you, George, for the photos and your thoughts. All right, we're going to do a little logo. And then we'll do selected shorts. Bum 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 bum. Finish the Venus Razor slogan. Reveal the blank in you. Boy, I have no idea what this is. Finish the Venus Razor slogan. Reveal the blank in you. Reveal the cuts, the lady with no arms in you, the smoothie in you, the blood, the toxic masculinity, the stumbles, the stubble, the stumbles, the squirting blood. Oh my God. The fly trap, the goddess, the blood vessels, the harried leg, the wrist cutter, razor burn, smoothness, mustache, the planets in you, the goddess in you, the panorama in you, the stubbles. And I will tell you that a correct answer or two has gone by.
3, actually. I've said it 3 times.
Oh, that means Jamma B. Did you know?
Apparently I did.
Wow. And how about Jeff, the not quite new guy?
Yeah,
Does he know?
Yeah, of course. The creature.
Finish the Venus Razor slogan. Reveal the creature in you.
I don't know.
Jamma B.
It must
reveal the answer. Jamma B. Reveal the.
Beatmaster's got it. Bill M.I.'s got it. It's
and it is. Reveal the goddess in you.
Yeah.
Mandy the Clown says, "Do we have a sponsor?"
Oh man.
Come on, we could make a quarter.
Of course,
we make 25.
Why did she ask like 3 minutes ago?
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find a sponsor while we go to the next question. All right. Well, now we're doing equal. So now you have to complete the Gillette Pro Glide razor slogan. Turn shade. You could use almost all the same answers. All right, so complete this sentence from Gillette Pro Glide. Turns shaving into blank. I got my answer. Turn shaving into blank. I bet I get a lot of matches. I'll write mine down.
Are we doing match game?
Oh, well, I am here because the questions have blanks in them. Turn shaving into murder, bliss, bleeding, a bloody mess, facial scars, a conspiracy, serial killer, a hemorrhage, pruning, slashing, misery, death, child's play, an experience, surgery. You know what? No one has the right answer. Itching, a nightmare. Politically correct event, stabbing. Turn shaving into gliding, a picnic, a martial art, a pleasure, a bloodbath, slipping on the blood, a metro thing, a goddess, a taxidermy, a bunny. You don't have to be right. Well, you should be right for this. I matched with several people. Complete the Gillette Pro Glide razor slogan, turn shaving into, and several of us wrote this, into a bloody mess. But the real answer is, Jamma B, do you know?
No.
Does Jeff, the semi-new guy, know?
No.
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 We only know about the ladies' razor stuff.
I saw at least one person had it. All right, so
and we do have an advertiser.
Midnight snack.
Oh, let's do the ad first.
Introducing Venus from Gillette, the first razor designed to make you feel like a goddess. Protective cushions surround 3 blades for the closest shave ever in just 1 stroke. So close, your skin stays smoother longer. And that's something all goddesses are entitled to.
Goddess.
Now, individually sealed blades.
They all
easy
live
to
in those
store,
houses.
Easy to change. Venus, reveal the goddess in you.
All right. Those ladies line up just with those red houses, so that it's perfect. The Gillette Pro Guide razor slogan, turn shaving into gliding. That is one dumb slogan.
It's very bad.
Turns shaving into gliding. Bum, bum. Oh, no. Venus. Oh, well, since everybody knows about Venus, the Venus Spa Breeze Razor saves time and effort by having what built in? This is an engineering masterpiece. The Venus Spa Breeze Razor saves time and effort by having what built in? No, not gliders. A styptic pencil, Band-Aids, a fly trap, switches, a blowtorch, little rubber things, cruise control, a power sander, a tiny shop vac, batteries, gel lotion, a hedge trimmer, refills, cat whistles, a paramedic, a weed whacker, a laser beam, a looby strip, a fanny crock pot, whatever that, Crodoc, anti-friction strips.
I think Jeff got it.
Mercuricum. All right, well, Jeff.
He says marital aid. That's not exactly what he said. That's my translation of what he said.
Oh, okay. I believe 2 people do have it. The Venus Spa Breeze Razor saves time and effort by having shaving gel built in.
Febreze shaving gel.
Built in.
You smell like Febreze.
You're soaking in it. I will do a fact of crap, and then we'll do our first mini video. The TV dinner was invented as a way to get rid of excessive turkey inventory after Thanksgiving. The TV dinner was invented as a way of getting rid of excessive turkey inventory after Thanksgiving. Would it be easy just to make turkey salad and say, let's start a whole new industry. Let's get aluminum trays and fact. Oh, seems legit. I want it to be true. Johnny Monday says, I want it to be true. Crap. Sure. It was invented because there was no excessive cranberry sauce. Crap. The inventor dozed off after inventing it. Oh, tryptophan. Crap.
Well, they didn't know
False. Lawn Dog says false. It was invented to sell aluminum foil. And here's another one. Crap. It was invented to get rid of the cranberry sauce. It was invented as an efficient way to burn your tongue. All right. Jeff, the semi-new guy, the TV dinner was invented as a way to get rid of excessive turkey inventory after Thanksgiving. What's your take? Fact or crap?
Crap.
Crap,
okay. You're saying fact?
Just to be opposite of Jeff.
Oh, just to be the opposite of Jeff. Well, it is a fact.
Yay.
See, when you say it is a, we know you're going to say fact because you're not going to say it is a crap. Right?
Well, I could.
It is a
crap. No, that was a fact.
And then they did chickens, and then they did.
Prince Andrew
To get rid of Salisbury.
is ineligible for royal succession because of a strike prevented the publication of his birth announcement in the Times of London. What?
There's a bunch
Prince
of
Andrew. This is one of the worst. This just screams its own answer. Prince Andrew is ineligible for royal succession because a strike prevented the publication of his birth announcement in the Times of London. Fact or crap? Crap because he has webbed feet.
Better than bone spurs.
Yeah, that's true. No, because he's a princess. No, it's because his real name is Prince Albert. That's royal crap. It's a Bertha conspiracy crap.
I wonder if
There's
they have
another one.
Prince Albert in a can.
I was just
Oh,
thinking
let's
the
find
same
out.
thing.
All right. What is your answer, Jamma B?
It doesn't seem possible. I'm saying.
All right. And Jeff, the semi-new guy?
Well, I mean, if
You know, he's always semi-nude. You don't need to call that out.
John said
Yeah.
fact, it has to be.
I said crap.
Well, it has to be fact then.
Oh, okay. Well, here's where your opposite theory fails you. It is crap.
Ding,
It
ding, ding,
is
ding,
crap.
ding.
Bum, bum, bum.
I say.
Okay, the Carnegie. This is a good one, actually. The Carnegie Science Center's Titanic exhibit was temporarily closed in June 2008 because it was flooded.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because it sank.
Well, next to sank. The Carnegie Science Titanic exhibit temporarily closed in June 2008 because it was flooded. Fact or 0902 says, crap, it was hit by an iceberg. And Sluggo, same thing. No, it got too close to an iceberg. Fact, crap. We're leaning toward fact. No, it was taken down by a copyright strike. Oh, that's funny. No, it sank. No, it was frozen. All right, Jeff. The Carnegie Science Center's Titanic was temporarily closed because it was flooded.
That
Fact
sounds
or crap?
legitimate. I'd say fact.
Floods happen. I'll go with a flood.
Oh, suddenly now they're like twins.
Yeah.
Okay, it is indeed a fact.
So, Dick, do you know how to get to Carnegie Hall?
Practice? Sorry about that. All right, we're going to go. Let's see. Do you have the video of Rachel, rather?
I do.
All right, so there was a toy event yesterday.
I just thought of something different for Giz Fiz PM.
There we go.
Rachel here
I thought.
Jack Specific, and you.
Did you want to set it up? It started on its own.
Yeah, you can start at the beginning. So it was an event on Friday, and we showed the gadget that she had. And then she said, I was in New York recently, and she told me why, and I thought, this is an interesting story. So here it is.
Morphine effect.
I just thought of something different for Giz Fiz PM. So Rachel here works for Jack Specific, and you're head of PR?
I am.
Head of PR, okay. And she just showed us, where's that wacky gun? Okay. All right, so she just sheet blaster that uses toilet paper to make spitballs automatically, and it's
$34.99.
Is that a container of saliva?
Yeah,
She's talking to me.
it's
She knows
water.
I have a boat. Maybe she doesn't know I have a boat, but she swam around Manhattan. All right. How long a trip is that?
It's 28 and a half miles.
Oh my gosh! How long did it take?
8 hours, 12 minutes, and 5 seconds.
And did you go by yourself?
So this is an organized swim through the New York Open Water Society, and they give you a kayaker and a boat to escort you throughout the three rivers. So you start at the base in Battery Park, you go down up the east, through the Harlem, and then down the Hudson.
Now, at some point, the tide changes.
Correct.
Did you have to swim against the tide a lot, or had they timed it out?
So they timed it out, but the trick with this is that you have to swim fast enough to get into each river before the tides do change. So I started at 8:40 down in Battery Park, and I had to get to the Harlem before 11:22 because that's when the tides would change and the East River would start going back the other way. So I had to haul it to get into the Harlem River. And then the same when you get into the Hudson, you had to get down the Hudson back down by 6:22 p.m. because if not, then the tides would change and go back, push against you. So it was tricky, especially at one point I had to race to beat a cruise liner that was about to disembark. So I had to go a little quickly to get past
Oh
it.
my gosh! And the tide is fast. It's 7 and 8 knots.
Yeah,
so
it's
if
fast.
you're against it, you're
You're not moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a very funny story, which you don't know, is I used to work for a boating magazine, and we covered boat races. And it turned out that the Hudson River boat race was the same day as the Hudson River around Manhattan swim.
Oh, no.
Yes. So they didn't know what to do because the people had bought power boats from all over the United States. So they finally pushed all the power boats to the Jersey shore.
Uh-huh.
And then you guys, the swimmers, stayed
On the New York side.
New York side. But I was thinking, who is coordinating these things that they go, let's see, it's going to be the powerboat race. Why don't we have the Manhattan swim the same day?
Same day. Yeah.
Did you get sick?
I did not, but I did do every shot imaginable before I went into the water.
Did they tell you what shots to get? Or did they give them to you?
No, they recommend that you can for your own safety. And growing up as a New Yorker, I knew I did not want to get into the East River without a little extra vaccination going on. So I got every shot possible.
And was there a prize or
Just a pat on the back.
a medal? Nothing?
Nothing. But the New York
T-shirt?
I made some T-shirts, but yes, but the New York swim, the Catalina Channel, and the English Channel are considered the three hardest in the world. So they are known as the Triple Crown if you complete all three.
Are you going to do the other two?
I did Catalina last year, so I have English Channel to go.
Boy, this is amazing. This is just a part-time job for her. She's a professional swimmer. She'll be doing water ballets over the weekend at the 79th Street Boat Basin. Stop by. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Good
take
seeing
care.
you guys.
That was people are amazing. You just find out such great things. Yeah, and if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't even have gotten a crappy T-shirt. Who would think? You know, this is laying on the desk here. If you didn't see the spot with Leo today, I think this is such a clever idea. So these are Jamma B. Were you there when I did this with Leo?
Yeah.
If not, how about was Jeff there?
Yeah, we were both talking about it.
Oh, you were both there. Okay,
But,
so you don't have to guess.
And that thing's called a carbiner, right? Carbiner.
Yeah, right.
It's $80 for the full blown thing. It seems really pricey.
It is pricey, but it's very well engineered. So you can get them as low as $25 if you don't want this and the magnets and the self-charging and all that stuff. But this one also has the little kind of running lights. So basically, you put little magnets in the handlebars of your scooter or your bike, and then these guys clip in. The magnet is strong enough that they'll hold it in, but if you want, there's a lock on it. And then when you're riding and you want to make it's hard to do it without you want to make a right or left turn, you hit the proper bar and it does directional signals for 45 seconds and shut off. But then if you hold it in longer, it'll go into, and you arrange this so that the white light is facing forward and the red light is facing back, so that other motorists or bikers can see, especially at dark or dusk, which direction you're going in. And while those are lit, you can still use the turn signal. That will shut off the red and white light and do the turn signal. When the turn signal automatically shuts off, the other lights come back on again. So it's cleverly worked out. It is expensive. And the only place they are is on the company website. But I think if they get into larger distribution, actually, someone's probably going to knock it off at some point. All right, so we'll do. Let me see what we're going to do now. Oh, do you have the? Is it okay to do? Do we have the Richard? Is that okay to show the Richard Dawson thing?
It's okay with me.
Okay. So John Tapley emailed me, and he said I had talked to him in an email about bloopers. Okay, and I told him there's a very funny. It wasn't a blooper, but there was an answer on Family Feud that Richard Dawson could not believe and laugh for 2 minutes. And John found the clip on YouTube. And this is it. This is from Family Feud with Richard. All right. That was very funny.
Had us cracking up.
Who? Oh, yeah, no. Also, I remember some other contestants with bizarre answers. So the question was, name, and you guys can, Jeff and John can each give an answer, and then I'll tell you what the contestant said. Name an appliance that has to heat up before you can use it. John?
Oven.
Okay, and Jeff?
Curling iron.
Curling iron. Okay, the contestant said microwave. Okay, name a place you go where you know you're going to end up standing on a line. John?
Apple Store.
Okay.
Cheers.
And Jeff? Cheers? Oh, okay, the bar. Okay. Contestant's answer? The beach.
What?
Yes, exactly.
The sobriety test.
Yes, this is my favorite. An excuse you give a cop when you get caught speeding. John?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. And Jeff?
On the way to a fire.
Okay. And the contestant's answer was, Officer, I've been drinking.
Jeff has one. Jeff has
What's
one
that?
from the Newlywed Game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Newlywed Game.
What? You don't remember?
Yeah, the favorite place. Where's the favorite place?
To do whoopee.
Make whoopee.
And
the answer was that she said it was really on the air.
Oh, well, then maybe we don't need to hear the answer.
No. The answer was in the butt.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
But that was on the air.
We did not need
Oh, my God.
You can look at
that was not a Goodson Todman production.
No.
No, you told me to say.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes left, so we're going to do some match a game. So, if anybody has, I guess we can add that to things we do, is if you have a great video, a clip you found that is particularly funny.
Oh, I have one.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll share it next week, but it was...
Yeah, you do.
Craig Ferguson, it's the one thing I have on YouTube that has gotten like tens and thousands of hits. And it was from CBS, and they never had me take it down as a little Craig Ferguson thing, and I'll share it with you next week.
Oh, okay, great.
Or
Great.
You can go to the Jammer B YouTube page and find it.
what? JammerB.com?
No, YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'll play it next week. Craig Ferguson.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Okay. Let's see. Dennis is not feeling well, so he's probably not going to come down. And I just have a photo for Charlie. Dennis feeling sick, started last night. And, dogs are so sensitive. Charlie has not left Dennis's side. And if Charlie has to go pee, he runs out, pees, and goes right back to sit next to Dennis. So we all wish Dennis well. And Nurse Charlie, will be with us next week. Okay. So match game. Did you hear the news? There was an accident at the candy factory, and now John's blank is chocolate covered. No thinking music? Did you hear the news? There was an accident at the candy factory, and now John's blank is chocolate covered. All right. I'm going to play it safe. Tongue, okay, little soldier. Backside, big toe, John Thomas. Nose. Pink slip, wife. TriCaster switcher. Tellywhacker, pretzel, tongue, spleen, pickle, whole body. Bum. Kisses, ears, I have no matches. Date, cummerbund, butterfinger. And now we've run out of answers. John's peanut butter is chocolate covered. Gazelle. Head. Chocolate bar. Okay, I got 0 matches. All right, so we'll start with Jammer B. Did you hear the news? There was an accident at the candy factory, and now John's blank is chocolate covered. Face. Jammer B, you're the only other person who wrote face.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
Oh, Jeff
And
says,
Jeff?
hold on.
Jeff?
Why are you?
Oh, whoa!
And then there's this one.
Oh, Alex is with us. Great. Lollipop. Okay. Good to see you. I kept
Likewise.
the beard. I think that's great. Okay. Dumb Donald the farmer was so dumb.
How? Dumb was he?
Dumb. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Dumb Donald the farmer was so dumb. He put blocks of ice on the ground so he could grow blank. I have a great answer to this. I will not get a match, but I'd rather do it. Farmer Brown, Dumb Donald the farmer, was so dumb, he put blocks of ice on the ground so he could grow blank. I'm going for cleverness, not matching here. Frozen veggies, a snow cone, ice skates, ice cream cones, pine trees, icicles, frozen peas, icebergs, frozen carrots, ice cold watermelon, snow freakers, snow peas. Okay, we'll start with Jeff. Jeff, Dumb Donald Farmer was so dumb, he put blocks of ice on the ground so he could grow land. Okay. Jammer B, you said ice on the ground so he could grow slushies. Okay. No one matched me, but I thought it was clever. Dumb Donald the farmer was so dumb, put ice blocks on the ground so he could grow chili peppers. All right. I guess it was not clever. And Alex said, oh, iceberg lettuce. Excellent. Excellent.
Jeff explained his answer.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Iceland.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Mandy the Clown and Mr. Quest, for observing my cuteness. Okay. Oh my gosh. Dumb Dora was so dumb.
How Dora was she?
How dumb was she? Dumb Dora was so dumb, she didn't dye her hair. She dyed her blank. Dumb Dora was so dumb, she didn't dye her hair. She dyed her... let's go gross. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get any matches. Skin. A rabbit, her face, her mustache. Clothes, seat covers. Dog. Body. Oh, another no match for me. Hairbrush, fur coat, mirror. Nose hair, ring piece. Eyelashes. Okay. Dumbledore was so dumb, she didn't dye her hair, she dyed her blank. I have no matches. Gamma B, are you going to save me by saying...
I'm reusing the first one.
Oh, she dyed her face. No match here. And Jeff, you said she dyed her cat. Okay, I got nowhere. I went to the other end of the body. Dyed her toes. And Alex said... hat. Okay. That's okay. This is great having Alex in the chat room. It's like old homie week. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, boy. You know, I guess it must have been right. Dumb Donald, Dumb Dork week on the match game. Dumb Donald is so dumb. How dumb is he? He's so dumb it takes him hours to get dressed in the morning. That's because Dumb Donald puts his blanks on over his head. Dumb Donald is so dumb it takes him hours to get dressed in the morning. That's because Dumb Donald is so dumb he puts his blank on over his head. All right, now I know I'm going to get matches with this. I know it. If not, I'm getting out of show business. This is show business, isn't it? Podcasting a part of show business. Oh my God! So far, I have no. I am at the losing end here. Oh, finally, I got a match. Okay, Dumb Donald is so dumb. How dumb is he? It takes him hours to get dressed in the morning because Dumb Donald puts his blank on over his head. I will start with Alex. And Alex says, socks. That was my first answer, but I chickened out and away with it. So we'll go to me. He puts his pants on over his head. Okay, Jammer B, you said... Oh, Bill said, I bet Dick said pants. Briefs, that's not a match. That's underwear. We'll match underwear at that. And Jeff? Pants! Da-da! 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 Let me see. Do I have any sound? Oh, no, that's... Oh, pants! Oh, he said pants! Oh! Okay. All right, we'll do... Oh, my gosh. We'll do one more, and then we're going to end the show. We just have a photo of Charlie. Dumb Donald was so... Dumb Dora was so dumb, she went to Russia to try to blank the Iron Curtain. Dumb Dora was so dumb. How dumb was she? She was so dumb, she went to Russia to try to blank the Iron Curtain. Oh, okay. I'm going for a mini pun. Okay, I got some matches. Open the Iron Curtain, paint the Iron Curtain, wash, iron, meltdown, steam, clean, fold, close. These are pretty good. Draw is the correct term. Walk down it. Oh, walk down it? Okay. Pave the way for Trump. Wrong country. Bleach it. Starch it. Spray it with WD-40. Weld the Iron Curtain. Burn the Iron Curtain. Okay. Since he made the longest trip to get here, let's start again with Alex. Dumb Dora was so dumb she went to Russia to try to blank the Iron Curtain. And Alex said, starch. You got a lot of matches. Jeff, you said mend the iron curtain. That's not bad. Jamma B, iron. And I said iron.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. So, all right. So Charlie can't be here because Charlie is playing nurse to Dennis, who's up napping. So let's. There's a picture of Charlie, a little blurry because I had to shoot it from far away. Because Charlie, if you take the phone out of your pocket to take a picture, he just knows it. But Charlie sleeps on his toys. When he's going to take a nap, he finds a toy to sleep on. And I finally got a picture of him sleeping on his duck. So that Charlie is represented on the show. This is it.
I can't find it. I had it earlier.
Oh, he had it earlier? Okay.
But now I'm not finding the email.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Richard
It was earlier in the day. I said, Charlie, since Charlie won't be there, we'll remember him with a picture.
I
Why?
saw it. I can't find it now.
Oh, okay. All right. If you're a fan of the match,
Alex has something to say.
Oh, okay, Alex.
Yeah. I was gonna tell a story about last weekend. If you recall that I said after Giz Fiz, I was going to go up and paint the transmitter building.
Yes.
All that. So what I didn't anticipate, and apparently a lot of Seattle didn't anticipate, is that
the big rainstorm.
We got the largest thunder and lightning storm that we've had in 20 years that evening, where it was
Now am I hearing that as an excuse?
Well, no, because I went up and painted the thing, but then I came back here afterwards, and everything was dry. But then about a half hour later, after I got back here, suddenly it was thundering and lightning, and oh, cool! So I was watching that. But then I started getting phone calls in here, and that we were now something was off the air, or we lost a camera somewhere.
Oh my gosh!
And then it just kind of kept getting a little worse, and then my my boss, the chief engineer, called, and because he's home on a Saturday, and he's like, "Hey, are we off the air?" And I'm looking up at the big board here with all of our stations, and sure enough, yep, we're off the air on some things and whatever. And oh God, what do I do? And apparently, what happened was the transmitter tower got struck, and it took us off the air. And the thing with that transmitter building, not the transmitter itself, but that building is. All of our radio stations, all the other kind of ancillary stuff goes through that building to the tower, so it can be beamed to other places. So we actually lost a lot of incoming feeds and other things too. So that was just all offline because the entire thing was just gone. We couldn't remote in, so I had to go up and drive up in the storm with lightning still going on.
Oh my gosh!
And just to see is there power or what's going on. And what ended up happening is because of the repack project of where we're moving all this equipment around and all the racks and everything is kind of in a temporary state, in temporary racks with temporary wiring. The boxes, the power boxes that everything is plugged into right now has circuit breakers in them, and whatever happened, the surge that the thing caused tripped the circuit breakers, and there was no anything to reset them automatically. So once I got up there and I saw, everything's off, and the rack, because the transmitters are still running, but all the other things were off, so I just press the buttons on all the outlets and turn everything back on, and that more or less saved the day. So that was fun.
Wow.
No idea what, and I had to have my boss talk
you
me
sure
through it.
When you were up there painting, you didn't accidentally trip all the circuit breakers with your foot?
I was wondering because this happened an hour after I left the place. So if I had just stayed another hour, I would have already been up there when we got the lightning strike and probably heard some loud pops or something. I don't know what it was.
A totally different story. Well, we're glad you're safe. Okay.
We're getting another storm coming through tonight or tomorrow morning. So if things, it might happen again. We'll see. So that was fun.
Okay. Well, next week we hope we hear you to tell another heroic story.
That's right.
Did you say you found the picture?
I did.
Oh, okay. So here's Charlie sleeping on his duck, on his bone bed. It's hard to see. It's just a very comfy blanket shaped like a big giant bone, and there was fairways, and so Charlie loved fairways, so he sleeps on her bed, and he always picks a toy to rest his head on. So Charlie is here in spirit. If you're a fan of GizWiz, this week it's on Tuesday. Okay, normal time, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 East Coast. Wednesday there's another toy event, and Thursday there's a Pepcom event, which is why we're doing it on Tuesday. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been GizFiz PM. Okay. Oh, the water's still coming in. I can hear it. GizFiz PM is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DeBartolo,
John Chicker
Alex Gumpel.
Thank you,
Dennis. Dennis.
What would we do without you,
Charlie,
Alex?
Charlie the dog, Beatmaster, Ranger Rick, Toad Sloth, Beef Team, Hawks Post, Strength, Spike, Loquacious, No Theme, Wizard of Oz, Eric Duckman, Mr. Quest, Travis MC, Den, Morgus, Lawn Dog, G. Scott, Bombsworth, Becky, Mandy the Clown, Loquacious, CR1, PC Guy Production. Brought to you by Turtle Wax. It's not just for turtles anymore. See you Tuesday night for GizFiz, and back here next week for GizFiz PM. Is next week another Security Now?
Yeah, exact same thing. Security Now, so about the same time.
About the same time. All right, so about 2 hours late next week, too. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Dick.
Bye,
Okay,
Jeff.
take care. Alex,
Jeff.
take care.
Take care.
Bye. Bye, Jeff. Bye, John.
See you, Dick.
Good seeing you, man.
Thanks. Thanks, Loke.
And with that, it's time for the Tech Guy.
Chat room, you're the best.